Japan is a country that's known for its concern about etiquette, so if you ever plan on traveling there, remember there's a set of manners that you should be aware of. Here's 10 things you should never do in Japan. Don't break the rules of chopstick etiquette. When using Japanese chopsticks, you should avoid making these following mistakes. Do not stick your chopsticks vertically in your bowl of rice, as this resembles a funeral ritual. Always use a chopstick holder instead. Avoid using your chopsticks to pass food to someone else's, as this is another taboo. When sharing dishes, use your chopsticks to take the food and put it in your own plate before eating it. Also avoid rubbing your chopsticks together, as it's considered rude. Don't wear shoes indoors. When visiting a Japanese home, you should immediately remove your shoes once you're through the door. Outdoor shoes are considered unclean, therefore they are replaced with indoor slippers. This rule also extends to traditional ryokan hotels, some public spaces like temples, shrines, schools and hospitals. Shoes are also avoided in restaurants with traditional tatami mats, but in this case slippers are not worn at all. When using the toilet, you must exchange your indoor slippers for the special toilet ones. Don't forget to once again do the switch when leaving the toilet area. Don't ignore the queuing system. Japanese people are always lined up when they are waiting for a bus, a train, or even the elevator. At train stations, there are lines on the platform indicating where to stand and wait for your train. When the train arrives, the doors will open in between the two parallel lines that have been formed by waiting commuters. Before boarding single file, wait until passengers have left the train. Avoid eating on the go. In Japan, people avoid eating or drinking on the go. Fast food from stands and stalls is eaten standing up, while drinks bought from the many vending machines are also consumed immediately, and the can or bottle thrown in the recycling bin next to the machine. Similarly, eating or drinking on public transport is considered bad manners, but an exception is made for this on long-distance trains. Do not get into a bathtub before showering first. Japanese people love to take a relaxing bath after a long day. That's why most homes have bathtubs, often already filled up with heated water. This traditional Japanese bathtub, called furo, is often square in shape. Before slipping into the tub, you should always wash yourself properly. You can do this using a shower or faucet, typically located nearby. In public baths or onsen, the shower first rule is obligatory before entering the communal bath. There are other rules that should be kept in mind when in an onsen. Bathing suits are not allowed. Hair should be tied up to keep it out of the water. Avoid swimming and never let your towel touch the water. Also, tattoos are frowned upon in Japan because they are associated with gangs. If you have a tattoo, you may not be allowed to use a public bath. Don't blow your nose in public. Blowing your nose in public in Japan is considered to be bad manners. If you really have to, find a bathroom or another private place. This is mostly why it's so common to see people wearing face masks in public, especially in the winter. This means they have a cold and want to avoid spreading germs and infecting others. Don't leave a tip. Unlike the United States, where tipping is mandatory, Japan does not have a tipping culture. Leaving a tip may even be taken as an insult. Service is included in the bill at restaurants, and even taxi drivers will refuse to have a fare rounded off. Leave a few coins on the table and the waiter will surely run after you to return the forgotten change. While on public transports, avoid loud conversations on the phone. The Japanese tend to use their mobile phones discreetly and will keep telephone discussions brief and as quiet as possible when in public. When traveling on public transit, many people are busy using their phones to text, listen to music, watch videos or read. If you have to use your phone in a public area, move to a quiet place with few people around. Avoid giving and receiving things with one hand. In Japan, both hands are always used when giving and receiving things, including small objects like business cards. When paying at a shop or cafe, it's common to place the money on the small tray next to the cash register, instead of handing it directly to the cashier. Don't serve yourself a drink. When socializing with friends or colleagues, refill each person's glass once they're empty, but not your own, which is considered rude. After you have finished serving your companions, they will do the same for you. Also remember to always hold with both hands when pouring the drink.